What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again with another daily Man City transfer update. We've got just under 1.5 days remaining of this summer transfer window, with so much still left to sort for Manchester City. So we've got no contract news to speak about in today's video. We're going to dive straight on in with the outs. We've got the very latest on youngster Stephen Mfuni. Now, he's from Manchester City's academy. He's had some loan offers that have come in, according to Fabrizio Romano. This interest has come in from the Championship, with Swansea City and Ipswich Town both putting forward loan proposals to Manchester City. City have rejected these loan proposals. They rate Mfuni very highly. They want him to continue his development with Man City and with the City Football Academy, the CFA. So it's looking like he's not going to be loaned out at this moment in time, and he is going to be spending at least the first half of this season around the academy. Mfuni is a 17-year-old homegrown English left back, so we'll keep any eyes, and if the situation does change, of course, in terms of these loan proposals, I will let you know in my daily City transfer update. Now, moving on, we've got the very latest on Manuel Akanji. Matteo Moretto in Italy has said that Akanji has not accepted AC Milan's current proposal. Damarsio's gone on to say that Akanji would prefer to stay in England, and he would prefer to continue playing in the Premier League instead. He's got interest from Crystal Palace, but they don't play in the Champions League, and Akanji wants to be playing in the Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur right now are also interested in signing Akanji before the deadline. They do play in the Champions League. The question is, can they find them agreements with Akanji on over £150,000 a week, which is a whopping wage. Manchester City do still need to clear out some players, including Stefan Ortega, Calvin Phillips, and we also need at least one non-homegrown first-team player to leave. So everybody that we currently have, other than their named players that I just named to you guys, can be registered for both the Premier League and also the upcoming Champions League campaign. Man City also keeping their eyes on developments with İlkay Gundogan, and I wouldn't rule out him leaving Man City before the close of transfer deadline day. Keep an eye on Man City's squad for our game against Brighton and Hove Albion away from home today, about who's in the squad and who's not, because that gives you a good impression about what's going to happen in the next 36 hours or so. And one player I'm keeping my eyes on is what's going to happen with Ederson, because we've had some serious developments on that in the last 24 hours. Now, Sami Yen Haber, a Turkish source on X, has said that Galatasaray have finally upped their offer for Ederson. Their understanding was they were close to, maybe even agreed a deal with Man City when it comes to Ederson. Now, Fabrizio Romano had said that Galatasaray and City were continuing to talk as of yesterday, but there had been no agreement found. So that basically dismisses what Sami Yen Haber had said about Ederson. And then Fabrizio Romano had reported last night that Fenerbahce, the other Turkish giant, are now interested in signing Ederson and are working on a deal to try and bring him in. Now, Yagiz Sabuncuoglu over in Turkey has said that Fenerbahce's first proposal to Man City was worth €12 million, which is £10.39 million in today's currency exchange rate. City are looking at more than £15 million to make a deal happen. I do reckon there's some room for negotiation here, and I reckon a deal could be struck at around £12 to £13 million. So we're looking here at a difference of maybe just under £2 million. So we'll see if further progress is made in the coming 24 hours or so. Now, Mercato had said that a bid worth €10 million plus €2 million in bonuses was the offer put forward by Fenerbahce. That's £8.66 million as an upfront fee, with £1.73 million in bonuses. Man City have rejected that first proposal from Fenerbahce, with talks continuing between City and Fenerbahce even going into today. Fabrizio Romano has said that City are looking for a higher transfer fee, and Ederson's agent, George Mendes, he's trying to drive that transfer fee up so Ederson can secure a move away from Man City rather than leaving it until next summer for for him to leave, with fresh talks now taking place between Fenerbahce and City. I'm going to go as far to say that Ederson has trained, he's ready, and should be included in Man City's squad today. I'm not saying he's going to start, but he should be included in the City squad, so should at least make the bench for our game against Brighton. If Ederson is not in the squad today, that would give me the strongest indication that we've had yet that Ederson's going to be leaving, because that would suggest to me that if a deal hasn't been agreed for Ederson to leave, that it's close to being agreed that City and Ederson and all parties want the transfer to happen, so they're not going to include him in the squad, so there's no risk of injury, and he'll be able to secure his transfer before the deadline shuts at 7 p.m. BST, British Summer Time, tomorrow. Now, moving on to the ins, Ederson, if he does leave, it means City are going to need to strike a deal for a new goalkeeper. There's only one goalkeeper Man City want, and that is Gianluigi Donnarumma from PSG. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said that Man City are now closing in on an agreement that is going to be given the okay from PSG. Fresh talks took place between City and PSG just yesterday. We're looking at a total transfer fee all-in of around 30 to 35 million euros. This is as per Fabrizio Romano, so this will have come from Donnarumma's camp, so his agent will have given him this information. So we're looking at £25.97 million up to £30.3 million. Somewhere between 26 and 30 million pounds is what we're looking at all in for Gigi Donnarumma. That's including all of the bonuses. Of course, Donnarumma, the 26-year-old Italian number one, and of course was the number one goalkeeper at PSG last season and the current Champions League winner. He's also got 10 months left on his contract, just like Ederson has. Donnarumma's already said farewell to the PSG fans. He wants to move before the transfer deadline shuts in under 36 hours, so I suspect that if Ederson does end up securing or at least getting the agreements in place over the next 24 hours, which is what I think may just happen here, we will get the here we go from Fabrizio Romano for Ederson to leave Man City to more than likely go to Turkey, whether that be Galatasaray or Fenerbahce. Right now it's looking more likely that it's going to be Fenerbahce rather than Galatasaray, and then in the next 24 hours we could well get the here we go for Gianluigi Donnarumma to sign for Man City. Personal terms already agreed, given the green light by Donnarumma. We're just waiting to see what does happen with Ederson. As I said, keep an eye on Man City's squad for our game against Brighton today, because that will give you an indication of what we're looking at when it comes to this transfer. But not just this transfer, what's happening with Manuel Akanji, what's happening with İlkay Gundogan, what's happening with Stefan Ortega, what's going to happen, we'll have to wait and see. Bettinelli's still injured, so if Ederson can't make the squad, it'd have to be Ortega, and Ortega wants to secure a transfer away from City. So we're looking here at things need to happen, and I wouldn't rule out us getting some serious bits of business done even today after the Brighton game. So I wouldn't rule out me doing a second transfer update more than likely this evening for you guys to enjoy. And then of course we'll be back with another Daily City transfer update. Going to schedule in my transfer deadline day special to keep you guys up to date, and we'll see if Man City do get any more serious bits of business, including first team players leaving and of course players being brought in as well. Going to be a hectic one. Strap yourselves in, guys, because it is going to be busy. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, guys, please do leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 400 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do subscribe. I'm going to keep you guys up to date every single step of the way with all the latest City transfer news here on YouTube. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. Now less than 325 subscribers away from my aim of 47,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be great. Social media links are in the description too if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And I'll see you all again later on today for my live watch along of Man City's away game against Brighton and Hove Albion in the Premier League. Link already out on my channel if you want to go and set your reminders for that. We can talk all things transfers and what's going on with all the latest City bits of business. If you want to come and join me on that, that would be much appreciated. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next City video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.